You know that list of things that you know you should be doing, like documenting your process, fixing your systems, finally raising your rates, but you're too busy putting out client fires to even think about it? You don't need more hours, you need structure. You're pouring your energy into 10 different directions instead of one clear path that's gonna move the needle forward. Here's what usually happens. You start your day with a plan, maybe you're going to finish drawings, get a proposal out, follow up with that client, and then your phone rings. A contractor has a question or a client sends a quick update, and suddenly the whole day has gone. And because these interruptions happen every single day, you never have a stretch of time that you can actually do the things that are going to move the needle forward in your business. So you're constantly busy, you're constantly working, but it feels like nothing happens after a week, after a month. If this is a little bit of you, you definitely need to watch this video. Okay, so all of this isn't a time problem, it's a structure problem. And once you start protecting your focus and lead your week instead of reacting to it, everything is going to change. So let's talk about how you're going to be able to do that. The first shift is to stop treating like every day is for everything. It's better if you pick what type of work is going to happen on each day of the week. For example, Monday and Wednesday could be for client meetings, site visits, and calls. Tuesday and Thursday could be your deep work days. Designing, pricing, scoping, anything that needs your real focus. And then I want you to pick one time a 90-minute block, 90-minute block, which is gonna be for your CEO time every single week. And that's the time that you're gonna be looking at the business and not at what you need to be doing on projects. You're going to be looking at what's working, what's draining you, and what needs to be tightened up. And at first it's going to feel strange. When I started doing it, it felt really weird. I had no idea what to look at. But this is going to change your business. And once you get used to it, trust me, you're never going to look back. That 90 minutes is what is going to make the rest of your week work. So it's really important that you plan those 90 minutes and you build your week around that. So the reason why I was suggesting to do all your meetings on the same days rather than spread out every day around the week is because it's really going to take you out of your focus for those meetings. So it's better to do all the meetings in one go. This is what I do when I have client calls. I usually do that maybe 3 times a week, so that I have 2 days where I can work on everything that needs my attention for more than 2 hours. It's like maybe a day that I just want to be immersed into the design. If I'm talking about you want to be immersed into the design for maybe 2 projects, and you cannot be interrupted every 2 hours. So instead of spreading calls every single day, you're gonna batch them. Have meeting days and just meeting days, and then the other days are gonna be for creation, decision making, and leadership. And it's one of the simplest ways that you can double your focus without increasing your workload at all. Once you have a little bit more space, you're gonna start to understand what is really slowing you down in your business. Each week, you're gonna ask yourself those questions. What took longer than it should have? What am I still doing that someone else could handle if it was systemized? What keeps pulling me back into chaos? And that list is going to become your roadmap for what to automate, what to delegate, what to streamline. You're not trying to fix everything at once, so don't feel stressed, don't feel panicked. Just write those questions, and every week during your 90-minute block, you're gonna think about those 3 questions, and you're gonna start building a plan as to what you're going to focus on first. During those 90 minutes every week, you're going to focus on that one thing, and slowly you're going to build up onto that first thing. Next, we're going to build a buffer. We're going to leave 10 to 15% of your week unbooked. I absolutely hate putting things in my calendar for every hour block. I love time blocking, but for me it's large blocks, and I leave room around them because things can take more time. You may have to switch things around. You don't want to feel stressed that every hour of your day is booked by something, because if you don't accomplish everything, it's just going to make you more stressed. When you have more space to think, that's when you're going to make smarter decisions and create a better client experience as well. That mental space is what you need to avoid burnout as well. When you do too much and you don't have time to think, that's the start of burnout. So the shift is that you do not need to be working more hours. That's completely the opposite. When you give your week a little bit more structure, that's when you're going to be able to lead with more clarity in your business. And when meetings stop interrupting your flow, you're going to feel so much better. And you have to protect a little bit of time for CEO time, to think like a CEO, to think like a business owner, because everything in your business is going to feel lighter and you're going to be clear about what needs to be done and what can be completely eliminated as well. If this hits home, that's exactly why we built the Profitable Designer method. In 3 months, you're going to have the clarity, structure, and a business that works with you instead of draining you. We're going to help you refine your systems, help you scope and price for profit, help you streamline your operations, and integrate a team that is going to support your vision instead of relying on you for every detail. You can find all the details in the description, what we cover, how it works, and what you are going to walk away with.